John is an active member of his local church. He volunteers in the parish's men's group, sits on the fellowship committee, and helps at the church food bank. John is getting closer and closer to retirement, but is worried he hasn't saved enough to live as comfortably as he and his wife would like to. While at a fellowship committee meeting, another member of the congregation tells him about an interesting investment opportunity that is being shared with other church members. John is intrigued and agrees to meet Jim, the church member who is offering this new investment opportunity. Jim meets with John and tells him his investment opportunity is a guaranteed moneymaker that will provide very high returns of at least 10% guaranteed with no risk. Jim is looking for good people to be involved, which is why he's decided to only share it among the church community. Jim also tells John that the opportunity is technically only supposed to be available to wealthy investors, but he's making an exception for people like John. John really likes the sound of high returns with no risk. He also trusts Jim because he's a member of the church community. He would like to think about it, but is warned by Jim that the opportunity is a limited time offer and not to wait too long or he could miss out. Jim says he doesn't want John to be the only member of the church to miss out on making a lot of money. Jim's high-pressure tactics on John work, and the next day John takes all the money he has from his TFSA. Jim instructs him to wire the money to an offshore account, which John does the following day. The following week, John receives some papers in the mail informing him about his new investment account. He continually receives new statements in the mail every 4 months, which shows a 10% increase in his account's value every month. John is happy with the documented returns and wires more money to the offshore account previously provided by John. Some time goes by and John realizes he hasn't seen Jim at church or at any church functions in a while. Rumors begin to spread among investors at the church that many people looking to withdraw from their investment accounts are not receiving their money nor any communication. Worried, John tries to contact Jim at the phone number he has for him. No one answers. He finds some of the statements and tries the contact information listed. Phone calls go to numbers not in service, emails bounce back as undeliverable, and the website listed doesn't appear to exist. The next time John hears about Jim, he's being added to an investor alert list by his provincial securities regulator as someone not registered to sell securities, and soon after, Jim is arrested by the police for fraud. John's money was never invested, and neither was the money invested by everyone else at his church. Jim spent John's money and all the other investors' money on himself. He purchased cars, a boat, traveled, and gambled the rest. Not only did John never have the money that was listed on his statements, he also lost his initial investment too. What were some of the warning signs that John could have spotted to avoid getting defrauded? High returns for no risk, no time to think it over, limited time to act, high-pressure tactics. Jim was never registered. Making an exception to invest in an opportunity that was supposed to be for wealthy investors only. Investment payments wired to offshore accounts. For more information on investment fraud and other investment topics, visit our website at nssc.novascotia.ca and follow us on Twitter at NSS Commission.